This is, I believe, the 10th episode now of the outlet. Really, it's like 13 or 14, but this is like the 10th of this kind of more legitimate thing. Um, Today we have Lone Soul again, and then Blacklenses and Hades. I don't know if you guys want to just take a quick second to kind of just say what you do or like who you are for anybody who doesn't know, including me.
I'm Blacklenses. I take pictures, video, graphics, pretty much the whole nine. Based out of Phoenix, LA. Been shooting for 5, 6 years.
Hades. I'm also a model. And I also do a vintage store with my best friend out here. Modeling for about 4 years now, and the vintage thing for about two.
Oh, nice. So you is it like a real storefront?
It's not a storefront yet. We had a plan to have a storefront last year before COVID like ruined everything. So it's just like a big room in my best friend's house, and she does like personal shopping sessions where she'll like style you head to toe, and you can just like buy what you want off of what she styled,
Oh, that's kind of
or find
sick.
like specific pieces for you for when she travels.
Dang, that's sweet. So you just help
So what's
her.
the name of the?
It's called
Sorry,
Vampire.
what's the name of the shop? Sorry, what was that?
Oh, it's Vamp Rodeo Vintage.
Vamp Rodeo Vintage. I think I've seen it.
It's dope.
Who's it
has
ran by?
men and women.
That's cool. Who's it ran by?
Her name's Rachel Callahan. She's born and raised here in Phoenix. So
Dang, tight. I just found their Instagram is very bright and like poppy. It's cool.
yeah, very very much so. It's a good time though. It's like my best friend now, and I met her through modeling.
How'd you get into like modeling and stuff?
Um, I always loved like taking photos of myself, and I never really did anything with those photos, but back in 2017, I think I just started posting design and stuff, and that caught the attention of like one of my favorite photographers here in Phoenix. And ever since then, like we've just been shooting and creating like the coolest stuff. Like we're working on a really big project right now that'll come out in a couple years, but and then it just took off from there. I started getting like bigger opportunities with like bigger people, and just like it went crazy. It was just like a super like small hobby that I had in my room. So
Dang, it's always cool when like what you're passionate about develops without you having to like not necessarily not put in effort because you obviously had to do shit. You had to show up to shoots and stuff.
yeah,
But where it's kind of like seamless, you just fall into this thing and you start potentially making money and thinking about it being a career. Like that's
very
tight.
so cool though. I love myself, and like I feel like it's my best way to express how I love myself.
That makes sense. I've never really had friends or like talked to people who are like I don't want to say like Instagram models because it's like models, but like you're posting pictures of yourself on Instagram, which is like
Yeah.
this commonplace. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
how? Because I know a lot of people are like very self conscious and stuff. Like, have you just always not been like that,
No,
or?
I used to be one of those people like very self conscious. I used to wear head to toe clothing, never show off my body, and the pictures actually helped with that. They helped me build my confidence and like see myself in a different light. Like not like looking in the mirror and like seeing yourself on like two completely different things. And to feel like beautiful when someone else takes a photo of you is really cool. And that's like how it took off from there because I loved the feeling of like finishing a shoot and feeling like I put my all into it and then getting the results back. And they're just these amazing photos that I created with some of my good friends.
Sure, it's
So
like a true.
confidence, it can come and go, but getting those photos back really helps. So
Thing. So just seeing it and like, did the reaction to the photos help? Do you think?
yeah, because the way someone else sees you might not be the most flattering to the way someone else takes a photo of you, you might not like it, but it's how they see is beautiful and like how they think looks beautiful or what they think looks beautiful. Like my friend Sean Dirty on Instagram, he his photography is a little bit more not posed. It's more raw photos, getting like in between the poses, like what happens, and it's a cool thing to see because a lot of people don't like the photos they get back because they're like, oh, there's these weird angles. You see all these weird like folds in my skin, and like to him, it's beautiful, and it's like a really like it's his art, and to like think, oh wow, like you think that's to see it and be like, oh, that is like beautiful. That's my body, like my body unposed, unfolded, you know?
Yeah, I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right?
Yeah, and to see what someone else thinks is beautiful and that's something you hated about yourself in the past is really cool.
I think I've always had a hard time changing my opinions of myself. They've always been pretty much the same.
Yeah, no, it's really hard. It took me a really long time to kind of just like love myself fully.
Do you think any of that's rubbed off on you? Should we be calling you Black Lenses right now to protect identities? Is that what we're doing?
I mean that. And
I'm cool with it. I'm with it. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, you can call me Jay.
Okay. All right, Jay. So, yeah. Do you think any of that's ever rubbed off on you? Like, are you like that yourself?
Yes and no. I think I've always had like just like a neutral opinion of myself. Like I don't really have much of one. Like
I feel you.
you know what I'm saying?
You
Nothing
caught up
like
in the
negative.
work and stuff.
Yeah.
It is different because you're behind the camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys are very different in the sense of like what you just described versus Jay has never even shown her face before. So like, or not never, but like it's like not really out and about versus like you're just down to show your body and like just be free. You know what I mean? Which is very different. And then
that's like
behind
power.
them.
It's my choice. It's like what I want to do. If I don't want to do it, I don't do it. If I want to do it, I do it.
Sure. How has the whole last year been for you guys? I haven't seen you guys in a year, so.
It was rough at first. It was an adjustment from being like on the go every single day to just halt it. Just nothing.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just with everybody, it was rough having to like. I didn't realize how lit Phoenix was, and like LA was until it all just like stopped. I was like, okay, well, I gotta get crafty because this is not the climate I'm used to working in. But I mean, I feel like 2020 was outside of the obvious like downsides. It wasn't a bad year.
No, it was very productive after like the first couple of weeks, like getting over the hump of realizing that like things are changing. We did so much though. We worked all through it the entire time. So
I mean, in like shoots and stuff, typically I feel like you guys can like social distance, right? Like even regularly, you don't gotta be all up on each other. So that's good that you guys were at least able to continue working.
Oh, for sure. From a distance, like going to LA is a little risky because the COVID spread's a little bit more aggressive. But I mean, same precautions. You just don't be all up in people's face and keep each other at least 6 feet. It all works out.
Yeah. Took us a very long time to adjust because like we were like hosting events and stuff. Like we can't really. There's no way I'm gonna do that. I know some people are still doing it, and like me and Mike have talked about it, and like I don't know. Neither of us feel okay doing that.
I feel like if you're safe and the people who are going to attend are respectful of the fact that there's still a whole thing on, you do need to continue working, but you also do need to be safe because I do work a regular job and I go to work every day with these people who don't care and like treat us like we are nothing. You're just there and working through this pandemic. That's nothing, but I go to work every day and I'm pretty safe about it and still shoot and do what I need to do and get back to stuff.
Doesn't it kind of suck that you gotta put yourself in like that position though? Like other countries, people are getting paid to just chill home.
People don't understand. They'll come in my store and they'll take off their mask. I'm like, can you put that back on? They're like, there's no one in here. Okay, but I'm in here. Like, I don't want your germs from you walking into every other store and doing this. Like, so disrespectful.
Dang. Like I immediately basically got put at like work from home, so I haven't had to go anywhere.
So have you left like at all? Like,
I mean, yeah, like I've gone and like picked up food or like gotten groceries brought to my car. Like I don't go in no more. Fuck that. I'm never doing that again. Never in my life will I go inside a grocery store. Hell no.
I don't think we graduated to that one.
Yeah, we never did the grocery delivery.
I did delivery one time, and then after that, like You could just pull up right to the front and text them, I'm here, this is my spot. And then they come. I have my trunk open. They put it in there. They tell me you're good to go. And I leave.
I save money by doing that. I started doing that too.
Really?
Is it because you're not buying all the extra stuff you don't need in the grocery store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
You ain't going high as hell. Fucking Blaze walking through the snack aisle and be like, damn, you know what? I need 3 different kinds of chips.
Bro, my wife and I went to Sprouts last week. Her mom was here with the kids. She got like tested, so like we felt comfortable her being here. And we go to Sprouts and like we pack all our shit. But we hadn't gone to Sprouts for like 3 or 4 weeks in a row. And we get to the fucking cashier and the lady's like, "Are you guys gonna eat all this yourself?" Like, because there were so many fucking boxes of cookies that we threw in. But it's because I was stoned as fuck. Like, I was like, "Yo, we need this. No, we're gonna need this."
Are you gonna eat all of
Bro, it was like $40 worth of bread. Like, at least.
it? You would. She would.
Dude, I remember late night runs to QT. They don't judge you at QT, though. They know what's up. At Sprouts, she was taken aback, I guess.
Yeah, she's like, "Bro, you're supposed to eat healthy. Why are you here?"
Starving out there and you're buying $40 worth of cookies.
Like,
It's fucked up.
do you guys get the munchies when you smoke? Dude,
Yeah.
I love chips. I'm more for some chips.
that's the same. I like chips. I don't really like candies and shit like that, but like chips are my shit. I guess like
Yeah.
salty stuff, right?
Salty stuff, yeah.
What's your favorite chips? Like top 3.
I love anything spicy, but like the flaming hot Ruffles, salt and vinegar chips, specifically like the Tim's.
Wait, the which ones? I'm
The
sorry.
Tim's potato chips.
Tim's. I don't think I've ever had those.
They're so good. You should try them. Or the pop chips, the barbecue ones. Oh my god, those are the bomb.
Those are the 3. Okay, we could vibe. I fuck with all those.
I don't mind those. I'd say for me, the Hawaiian chips. You go to Safeway. Some fries may have them, but it's like a Hawaiian barbecue, like kettle chip. Fucking the voodoo chips. They're like a Louisiana style. I don't know how to explain them, but they're very good.
Well, what kind of like? Is it like spicy or like a?
When you first bite into them, they taste like a salt and vinegar chip. But after, the flavor kind of changes to like, I don't even know, like maybe like a barbecue sauce, but
Ooh,
so
ooh,
good.
ooh.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's good. And then like at the end of the bag, it's like spicy.
How do you get them? You get them like mailed to you or something? Are they out here somewhere?
There's an Italian deli by my house.
Yeah.
So
What's the place called?
Romanelli's Italian Deli. It's like off Dunlap,
Okay.
18th Avenue. But I'm sure you can find them at the grocery store. Like,
or Amazon, you can find them.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just hate getting shit mailed to me that I don't need mailed to me. Like, Amazon is an amazing invention, I guess, even though it's like super obvious that was gonna happen, and he was just the first dude that did it. But like the way it's like streamlined, and you really don't ever have to leave your house ever, unless you're like displaced, like some shit fucking happens to you, is wild to me.
Yeah.
No, I feel that.
And I know people
You gotta have.
like days at a that shit crazy.
I recommend the voodoo chips if you can find them.
Voodoo. Is it like spelled like voodoo, or is it like any sort of weird spelling? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember. All right, so that's 2.
I'm basic.
What's the last chip from you, Jay? Then we'll go to Mike, and then I'll name him.
Chip. I don't know. Just the peppercorn kettle chips.
Okay.
What?
Damn, there's a wide variety just between you two. You guys' snack thing must be just like
when we're leaving the store.
People looking at us crazy.
they look
I get
at
hot Cheetos, bro.
same hot
I like
Cheetos.
My Cheetos.
I
Hot
like.
Cheetos are so good.
They're so good.
Do you get the regular or the lime?
Heartburn.
Dude, the lime's pretty good. Yeah. What else? Limon Lays and the cheesy Ruffles, but they're like, they have like a Spanish like label on them. They just have like a different taste than the other ones.
Yeah, see,
They smell like feet though.
I guess I can kind of see that. They smell just different. Like cheese kind of smells
But-
like feet, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but you gotta eat it with a little bit of lemon and some hot sauce. Some tapatio, preferably.
With those limon ones for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of. So obviously like Flamin' Hot Cheetos, the lime one specifically, and then I like the Flamin' Hot Funyuns, and then probably either salt and vinegar chips. I like the Poor Brothers ones, or like some like Lay's Kettle Cook jalapeno ones. Those shits are fire.
See?
A bunch of stoners are here going,
Damn, we all just named off. We named off basically 12 different chips right now.
We named off the
They're
chip.
all different.
There's just the whole aisle.
Yeah, like we be fucking with everything. Damn. So now when we throw a party, I'm gonna come back to this specific podcast because I'm gonna like most likely gonna be buying a house pretty soon. So I'm gonna have like a housewarming party once this COVID shit's over, like August or something. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna get all these chips and we can vibe.
I heard this one
Yes.
COVID over every couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we actually have a vaccine and people are getting hella vaccinated.
Sure.
Like as long as the rate continues, we'll be straight for sure by the end of the year. Obviously, we'll still be like safe and stuff, but if everybody I know has been vaccinated and none of us are like sick, yeah, pull up. I don't give a fuck at that point.
What if I got tested just before? Would that be cool?
I don't even think you would have to get tested. You know what I mean? As long as I trust that you're vaccinated,
Oh, what if I'm not though?
then I guess yeah, I get tested.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm the same way. Like I'm like, I'll tell my friends I'll get tested, but I gotta wait for the vaccine.
I feel you. I think I already know multiple people that have gotten it, and nothing adverse except for regular like flu-like symptoms for the second shot, which is completely normal for any sort of vaccine.
Right.
So like I just already have that like firsthand witness of it, and I'm fine. I've gotten other vaccines and shots to travel across the world that I have no idea what the fuck was in it. They just told me I had to get it to go. So fuck it, dude. What am I gonna fight now? If I gotta get this vaccine to start doing what I need to do, then let's go. I'm ready.
Once I see the side effects aren't crazy, I might jump on it and see.
It's already been like a few months
Nice.
since people have had like the second vaccine, and then like within the next few months it'll be like massive amounts of people will have already had it. Like
You have to pay for it, or you just?
oh,
okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think you have to pay. I think if you have insurance they'll take it and like your insurance will cover shit maybe, but I don't think you have to pay for it.
Okay.
Like my mom and grandma got it but they didn't tell me.
That's my biggest deal breaker. Do I gotta pay for it?
I mean, I've had to pay for vaccines in the past to do shit. So like to me it's not different. Like anytime you travel to Asia, they're going to tell you to get like certain shots. Like I don't know. I trust the vaccine process as much as I trust the homie who's cooking food on the side of the street, you know? I'd be delving into that sometimes.
Hell yeah, I'm a street vendor.
Damn. What about you, Mike? Would you get it? Like, are you gonna get it as soon
Vaccine?
as it's provided to you?
I do plan on getting the vaccine, but I'm not necessarily in a hurry to get it.
Yeah, you work from home and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, what would happen if they
Safe.
said like schools are gonna be back in person next year? Are they homeschooling forever or what?
We already asked him. So his school's supposed to go back to in-person learning, and we asked him, and he said he wanted to stay at home. So they still have that option where it's because like more than half of the kids are still staying online. So they gotta provide for that.
Damn, different. There's some schools that are like
supposedly in Tucson, public schools, like private schools, are like boarding schools, I think it's called, have a higher. They're like enrollments increasing by the thousands, and like public schools are like decreasing because kids are transferring.
Is that
Why?
because
I
they
don't
like
know.
get tested and then they're like in this like locked facility where everyone is like on strict testing and regimen shit? Like, is that why?
Dude, I don't know.
And the parents just don't want to deal with their kids, so they're like, all right, but we still give a fuck about them. Unlike these other people who are like, open the public schools or I'm gonna fucking sue you. Like, you're like that. Like that. Those people just don't give a fuck about their kid, right? They're just like, dude, he's driving me crazy.
Yeah,
Get him out the house.
I
Get him out of here.
think that some parents just don't want to be around their kids, but I also do think that's like good for like kids to like socialize as well. Like they're in such a vital age to like learn
Yeah.
social skills. And
I
my
agree
little
with that, but
online school right now, every time I talk to him, he tells me he's just getting through it, and he doesn't feel like he's really learning much because he's at home.
yeah, I do think there needs to be a different teaching approach. Obviously, to go from like one day to the next into it, there's going to be like some like hiccups, but I think the positive versus the negative is like just like so drastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, death.
Yeah.
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 Hey,
Not even death of one person.
Josh-
Like, oh, sorry.
Josh just plan on joining soon, just so you know.
Okay. As soon as he jumps
Sorry
in,
to
I'll be ready.
interrupt death. Okay.
But yeah, like I don't know, man. It just it seems so sketch to do it. Like if I had a kid, I would be like, nah, I'm good. I don't even go nowhere. You know, how am I supposed to be like, yo?
You leave. No, I understand that. And
Yeah,
like
you go.
they do like not give like schools enough funding to do really anything. So I feel like they should start with like funding and like really trying to make it safe for them and not just bringing them back in just as it was before. Like airplanes have like circulating sanitizer in their air, or like they sanitize their air. Like why wouldn't they do that for schools instead of airlines?
I'll tell you the real reason, and it's because public schools are underfunded and airlines just got massive bailouts. I don't know. Seems like we don't
Fuck.
really give a shit.
Doug Ducey said, "Open that shit up." Fuck that guy.
It's like if I'm going down, we're all going down.
Fuck that guy.
Oh man. But yeah, onto
I
like
hope everyone's safe. I hope everyone's safe.
yeah.
But let's stop talking about this shit.
Yeah, it's wild. I'm glad you guys have been safe and like survived, you know. I don't know anybody personally who's like gotten really sick. I know people who have contracted, but everyone I know has been okay. So I'm happy for that.
I'm glad I haven't caught it. Shit. It seems like she did.
I did. It was the worst. It was the worst experience.
What happens to you? Like I don't even know. You just like
I was like fine at work, and then I felt really sick, so I went home. And then like as the night went on, like I just progressively just got sicker. Like I was just losing color, and like my it was the worst. I felt like I was dying. My body was like fighting me to eat or just drink anything. It was the worst.
damn. So wait,
How long did that last?
Was it down for like almost 2 weeks? Yeah.
Roughly. Yeah.
Yo, did you feel like it was like, damn, you know, like this may be it? Did it ever feel like that during?
I tell her all the time. There was a moment where I was laying in bed and like my aunt is like feeding me Pedialyte, where I was just like, I could literally die right now and be fine because I'm in so much pain and I couldn't even swallow or like eat. Like she was like hand feeding me Pedialyte.
damn, that sucks.
It was the worst.
Did you like try to go to the hospital at all, or were you just like?
I went to the emergency room. They tested me for the flu. That came back negative, and they were like, "Well, we don't know what it is, so we're just gonna send you home."
Wait. Was this like mad early in the
Yeah,
process?
this was like first when COVID first became like.
And they're like, nah, get your ass back out into the public.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, so you don't have the flu? You must just have like a really bad cold."
Wow, so this is like March then, or like February.
Yeah, last year, like right when
Oh,
everything
fuck.
January, like the end of January.
So you had this shit before we even knew what it was?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Did you do the antibody test then?
Yeah, so I get my blood take, I get my like vitals done, so we just added that to like the vital list.
Video. Can you hear me?
We can hear
up?
you. What's up?
Oh my god, am I old, man? I'm an old man, guys. I'm
Boomer.
sorry. Oh, see,
Oh, I think we got it.
I'm outside.
Yo,
Hey,
is
what's
that a
up?
NASA fit right now?
Yeah, my friend gave it to me. I know. It's kind of, but I'm wearing it with slacks.
It's fine. No, I wasn't saying it was bad. I thought it was sick.
I don't know. It was just kind of like it was. When I put it on, it was kind of fuckboy-y. And I'm not used to looking like that, you know.
Dang, does
You got,
NASA
like,
get the fuckboy label?
Yeah, today's my parents' anniversary, so
What?
I
How
try to
many?
like.
Congrats.
I don't do well dressing up, so like I had to like balance it out with like some slacks and dress shoes. You know what I mean?
Are you guys like
Anyway.
going out to eat? What's the plan?
Oh yeah, we're going out to eat. 35 years. Crazy.
Damn.
Let's go. 35?
Yeah,
How old are you?
35.
Damn.
I'm 28.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Happy marriage for sure. If you're having kids 7 years in, you good.
Oh my god. Anyways, I don't know what's going on here, guys.
We're just
Hey, what's
Does
chilling.
it start? Has it started? Y'all got mics and everything?
Yeah.
Jeez.
We've been going for like 20, 30 minutes maybe. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm literally hopping on.
Yeah.
Introduce
Okay,
yourself
cool.
and
Yeah.
just talk about whatever you want real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, my name is Josh Caballes. My friend's in town from Vegas. He picked up his dog. It's a purebred American pit bull. So he picked up his dog. His brother gave him his dog. So he went to pick it up from Texas. So he like got this van. So I don't know. It's a whole event today because I have a dog as well. And
Yeah, she's cute.
You know, yeah. So like we're figuring that out because my dog's very crazy, bipolar. So like, you know, I've been dealing
Damn.
with that. I've been dealing with that today. But other than that, I don't know. I mean, I just been, you know, I was just kind of looking forward of him coming here. I'm hosting him for 2 nights, so it's always fun when he's here. And obviously, I just released a project, so like I just been enjoying that as well. But honestly, if anything, like the project is what I'm still doing stuff even on the back end of it. So like, if anything, I'm still working. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like nice that I still got to do fun things. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to remember that.
I think it's
Yeah,
hilarious that was the second thing you mentioned when Mike was like, "So what's going on?" You're like, "Damn, my brother's got this dog coming, and I'm just trying to figure that shit out." You know, that must be weighing heavy on you because like you did just release a project. You know,
No,
my guess is
exactly.
you were gonna dive right into that. So that's fucking tight.
Yes, and no, and that's the thing. Like, because that's the obvious. You know, say like,
Yeah.
if we all want to be real and while we're here, it's like, okay,
I like this
yes,
one.
because that is my life right now too.
Yeah.
You know, that whole project, that face project. So, you know, I don't have a label backing, or I don't have a big budget or nothing like that. So like a lot of the back end work is myself, and I'm just very grateful that I have people around me that want to help when they can. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's a lot of work, but it's I love it. You know what I mean? Like the response has been very well, and like and just people
Yes.
really, I don't know, it's I don't know how to explain it. Honestly, the response has been good. You know, just I think I really feel like in this project, like at least in creating this project and kind of like what this project means to me, you know, I felt a lot of what I'm singing in this project is a lot of what I felt in the moment, obviously, and that was like 2 years ago. So it's just like
2 years in the making for this guy.
there's songs that we've made 2-3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we just kind of put it together, and that's how hard it
Yeah.
is to release music. It's like almost like putting a baby on earth. You know, it's a one in a million sometimes. It feels like, because it's like it really like takes, you know, for something that you want to release and be happy with. Because you can release something and be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. But like, if you want to really release it and like make sure as much people want to see it, then it's just like you got to really like put an effort. You know what I mean? And so like, I don't know, like this is the first project that I like. Again, when I was saying like 2 years ago, that was in a time with my music where it was like everything was emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like I would write these songs and like I'm sad, and gratefully I had producers such as Stravs and Franco that just like would open up their space. Like they're the type of friends in my life that would just be like, "Hey, how are you? Like come to the studio." You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'll be able to write, you know? So it's just like
Yeah.
at that time I was very sad when I wrote that project. So now that I'm like in a better place in my life and I've been able to process those things, it's kind of like you kind of look at the project a little differently, especially if it's something that you also like as well, you know, like you also like feel proud of in a sense. So
How'd you put it out? How'd you distribute it?
like what distribution I use?
Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable
Oh no,
like this
I mean
put it out, it's cool too. But
I use DistroKid.
yeah.
I
So
don't know
how do
what's the
you
best.
like?
So.
How long is it gonna be out in the open before it's taken down?
I mean, I think it'll be out forever. I don't know. I would
Yeah,
hope so. I don't know
yeah.
how streaming
You
works
you
as
haven't
far
you
as.
haven't noticed when you put up a project? I think you like agreed to like a 2 year like
Oh, okay.
thing
Man,
before
I'm
you
the
got to pay
best.
for it again.
I swear I know
No,
my
no,
stuff.
you're.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to.
I don't. I'm not trying to doubt you. I'm just asking because before the conversation started, before anything,
Oh,
before you came on, I asked Jay about like this thing. It's called what is it called? NFT, and it like allows for artists
NFTs.
to own their shit.
That
Yes.
is wild that you're talking about this right now. Cause like I just been seeing this kind of coming. Like I've been seeing that word, and I'm like, I haven't even researched it. I was like, oh, let's see what happens. But that's wild that you bring it up. Anyways. Oh, that's
Yeah.
wild.
So it was more like how do you keep getting paid for your music, right? It's not like you're making a ton right now, but like while you
Mhm.
build the listeners, it will happen, But like, how do you own your music because you are independent, and
Mm.
how do you eventually sell your music? And so like it kind of goes with what I was talking about with Jay before. What is an NFT? Can you explain it a little? Does it can it relate to music too? Can music be bought with that? I don't know what it is.
So basically, they're called non-fungible tokens. So basically, it's just like minting a digital asset. You can actually mint tweets, like as NFTs now.
Hmm.
Like people can buy your tweets and like personally own them for like X amount of dollars. Um, and it's like a big thing that's kind of happening. So let's say you got a song and you create like a audio visual to it. You can upload that audio visual to like NFT marketplace like Baker's Place and sell it for cryptocurrency. And most
Hmm.
marketplaces are going based off Ethereum coins, which are about 1,500 a piece. So you sell your artwork within the price range of an Ethereum. So one Ethereum is like I said, $1,500. And yeah, it goes up just depending on who wants to buy it. So instead of just having it on YouTube, hoping it gets fucking 10,000 views to get a $500 check, at some point you could just sell the audio visual for however much you want and in cryptocurrency. And yeah, I know a couple artists that are like really eating. There's this girl on Twitter,
Yeah.
Lucius. She just sold one of her paintings for $500,000.
What?
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the premise, right? You as an artist go onto this site. What's the site called again?
There's different kinds. Known origin, super rare, Maker's Place, OpenSea.
Okay, so
There's all different markets.
we're on Maker's Place. We want to sell our art. We put it up, and we put it up for like a price, or is it like eBay situation?
So yeah, like an eBay situation where you can kind of set like a base price and then people bid based off that pricing.
And this is for ownership of that thing, or is it for like licensing to use that thing?
No ownership.
Okay.
So like for me as a photographer, what I've been doing is kind of digging through a lot of my archives. Like NBA has a NFT marketplace called Top Shot where they sell moments and clips from.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And
dope.
for me, I have a lot of like unused like backstage footage of just some of the craziest artists. So for me, it would be lucrative to go through, cut that stuff up, and then resell those moments for however much like, you want to sell it for.
Damn. So once someone
really
owns it, they can use it for whatever they want, though, right?
Well, it's only a digital asset. So basically, they can only use it like digitally. A lot of these items are just like gifts. Like online art galleries are becoming a big thing.
And they're just, oh wow, whoa.
And it's like people get off on collecting these digital assets.
Yeah.
It's really weird. There's like collectors pages on all of these marketplaces where it's like, oh, this person has spent so and so thousands of dollars, and these are all their pieces that they collected.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Like in Twitch, you can subscribe to people. When that happens, you get these things called like emotes, which are like customized little characters you can put into chat. And there's obviously people that subscribe to people specifically to get those sometimes. So people kind of collect just that, just to be able to post it in Twitch chat. So the fact that somebody could use those images anywhere across the internet or music digitally or like in their YouTube videos, that makes a lot of sense why people would do that.
I think moving forward, it's just a smart thing to do, just overall, because you get what your art's worth. I feel like in the end, her being a model, me being a photographer, it's you can get lowballed a lot of the time. So when you can put yourself in a space where you're in complete control and can almost guarantee the value of your art, yeah, no, I don't think I'll be doing like traditional shoots again for a long time. I think that season's really past.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Please.
Or is that fine? Or
yes, please ask questions.
Oh, okay.
Speak as much as you want.
As far as because I'm really listening to what you're saying right now, like as far as like someone as like a musician, artist, like how would you start? Like how like if you would give me advice on how I should like look into this and start for like my music and even like this project that I have out now, is there like opportunity there I can like use that NFT concept or thing?
Yeah. I mean, if you, like I said, I don't like if you go on YouTube and type in NBA YoungBoy, he's gonna have like hundreds of it's just an album cover or like a song cover and just the song playing over it. If he really wanted to, he could take that same audio visual with the song just playing over it and resell it on one of these NFT marketplaces. He may not get as much. I mean, he's NBA YoungBoy. He'll probably get millions off like that one stream. But at like a lower level, you could really just sell your songs like content at like a flat price. And yeah, I think it's super worth it. So I would recommend, like I said, doing like audio visuals, invest in people that are good at animation and graphics.
Oh, so animation.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah.
Yeah.
So he could potentially like sell his something like his music for licensing, like on a TV show or something through an NFT. Like that'd be a way.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess you could put a whole song. I haven't seen any places or anyone specifically just selling like MP4 files. But like I said, if you wanted to do like an audio visual and sell it that way, you could do it that way.
Like do you think it could be like a full 2-minute video, 3-minute video?
Yeah, I mean, you could sell a whole album's audio visual, like Frank Ocean with the Endless album. I don't know. A lot of people didn't really think about that one, but he did Blonde and Endless at the same time. Endless was the audio visual album, while Blonde was the streaming album. If you purchase the DVD or the VHS for Endless, you now have that actual album. But if you didn't purchase it, it's like, so you could go that route where you could have.
Could he sell the video like multiple times to different people?
No. So
Okay.
That
like
next person could sell it though.
Yeah, they could. And whatever price they sell it at, that's like really at their discretion. They own the asset at that point. But I mean, it puts you in a position to not lowball yourself. So if you can sell your audio visual for 10 grand, you know what I'm saying, off this one song and still have this song streaming on Apple Music, but like sell these audio visuals, these different ones. I mean, shit. you're just profiting like like ridiculously, like in 4 different ways off like one song.
So you would
And I
never
think
want to
it's
sell the actual song itself. You would just want
no,
to sell like these side pieces that you develop on
the
top of it
content.
that use
Right,
kind of the content. You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, you never want to sell rights or anything to any. Yeah, no. Like if I'm selling like my photos specifically, I'm never gonna sell the full videos or recaps of anything that I have. I'm gonna sell like a 30-minute clip that may be like the biggest part. Like for instance, the Juice World at the X Memorial, surprising ski. That one, I'm never gonna sell that whole clip, just period. But I will sell the part where Juice surprises Ski as they're doing the X Memorial. I'll do that one. And then that way I can still maintain rights to the full video. They can have the little 30-second clip. No, I'm not sure.
This shit's wild.
Fire.
Yeah, and really whatever they want to do with it at that point is up to them. But like, yeah. But the actual video itself, the asset will always be traced back to me.
Yeah, so like
So even though they
your
own it,
watermark or like footprint is on the thing, but they technically just like own the rights to it. That specific thing.
right.
Dang. So how long have you been doing that?
It really it's just been like the last month. My homie put me on and got me set up with like a wallet and everything. I've been doing like stocks and crypto since COVID really started. But oh, I think we lost him.
He had to leave,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
But no, continue, because I mean, there's obviously everybody can
It's
take advantage of this. Anybody who's any sort of artist.
If they care about themselves for real, because I'm stressing to people that we're getting past the physical portion of pretty much anything at this point. Like the actual dollar is about to be worth nothing. Digital currencies like the move. So with NFTs, I feel like I said with her, she could do like take my camera and do a whole photo shoot of herself, sell the photo shoot on an NFT marketplace, and the photo could go for $30,000, just one out of the 10. You get what I'm saying? Or they could buy the whole 10 photo set for $100K if they want, as they bid up. That's assuming.
So do you have to set up like a profile?
Well, so the thing is, with a lot of these NFT marketplaces, you have to like apply. So
Okay.
it's not even like a hard application. Like my homie Collage, he does like all the Shoreline Mafia, like not album covers, but like shirt designs and ads and all that stuff. I got him set up literally in like 3 days. So it's really just who's accepting new artists right now, because it's beginning to get like really saturated. So it's like once nobody's accepting new artists, then whoever is in the market's gonna eat. But I mean, it's not hard. You just sign up. You have to have Ethereum wallet, so like MetaMask, and that's not super complicated at all to set up. Yeah, and once you link that Ethereum wallet, just apply to all these different ones. And when they get back to you, they get back to you. They have free ones like OpenSea, but the ones where people are really dropping the money.
So how do you market yourself once you're there?
That's the thing. It's pretty much a even playing field. There is no promotions. It's all based off your organic following. So your promotion would really come from Twitter, your Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
Do you have that stuff in your like bios, or
No.
like you just have it set up?
Right now, I just have the account set up. I haven't put anything up for sale. Like I haven't really been in the place or to want to sell my stuff because people don't pay me what I feel like it's worth. So now that this is a space where I know I'm gonna be able to get the money I'm expecting, I'm trying to make sure it's just all quality every time.
So you're kind of looking for like a good buyer. So as soon as like some good buyers are on here, you'll probably start selling stuff.
Right. Basically, once I can have a collection, because that's the thing, you drop things in collections. So once I have at least 10 collections worth of stuff, I'll be perfectly fine. to then start selling the work to other people. But for right now, I'm just getting everything cleaned up. Because once you sell it as an asset, you sold it, somebody owns it. So it can just get a little tricky.
Yeah, Ray is in the chat saying that it's basically used like an investment in an artist. So say somebody really believes in Jay and they purchase her photos or videos, and then 10 years down the line, she pops off and she's like this huge photographer. The rate at which you could sell that initial investment would be crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, I see it down the line. People are going to start taking their stuff off of Instagram. You'll see people with fewer and fewer posts because now artists can actually sell that post for money instead of just having it sit on Instagram and wither away into your archive. Really.
That's true. I mean, there's been things like these before, for sure, like where people like design fonts and then people can download them and pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like some form of it. But this is like a crypto focused.
I mean, bro, after everything that happened with 2020 and, you know, having to really hone into the artist like side of my life and use that to finance the rest of it. Cause you know, I was building websites. I was taking pictures at night, but like my day job, I was a web designer. So to not have that position because of COVID, and then they want to pay you nowhere close to what your position's worth, you know, I had to get crafty. So investing and really getting into this like crypto world has really been beneficial for sure.
Damn, it's wild that a web designer wouldn't still be needed. I feel like everything is digital right now.
I mean, it's
Well, everyone had to kind of pause, right? Everybody kind of had to pause. So like you probably didn't get so many people like, oh, I'm trying to start this thing. I need a web developer right now.
Yeah, it's like just until recently where I've started to see, okay, people are having a little bit more money. But like last year, nobody was dropping $3,000 on a website. They're trying to pay bills, not, you know what I'm saying? So now that I feel like we're a little bit deeper into COVID, like in this lifestyle, people are getting into making small businesses again. So it's coming back. But I mean, at this point, I would just do that freelance and just keep doing what I've been doing, investing, trading.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Once you have something that works, you may as well milk it till it's done, you know?
Yeah, for sure. We like to travel too much too.
I feel it. Are you ever going to transfer these funds from crypto to something like property, or are you like sold, like it's all going crypto?
No, I'm a huge believer in like multiple sources of income. So it would definitely be get X amount of dollars to get a rental property, renovate it, get a renter, and then keep doing that over and over again. Really. Yeah, no, definitely not just gonna stick to crypto. That would be a little wild.
Jay's gonna be a millionaire in like 10 years. Not
Bro,
even. I mean, once we're out of all of this bullshit, you're gonna have a lot of shows to go to. You're gonna have some like skate events to go to. You're gonna have some dispensaries to go to. You know, a lot of shit.
Everybody's gonna have shit to do. Once this is up, you guys can actually go back to like doing interviews in person. So, you know, and you guys could even sell like your podcast, like the streams, NFTs. Let's say you get like a super crazy artist or something, sell that full interview in like maybe 10 pieces.
This one.
$50 a piece.
I'm gonna need your buyer's information. Just send it my way. I said, once you get the buyers, like we're gonna milk it.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I'll get you guys the info to get set up and everything.
Yeah, for sure. I'd have to really think what we could. I'd have to see the marketplace first and like understand what exactly is going on, and then we could develop something. But we had basically, we'd kind of thought about making like a digital product, right? Like it's come up a couple times, whether it be like some sort of like PDF download that you pay for or something like that. It's kind of like the same situation, but it seems like it's a lot higher money because it's one sale for the rights, basically.
hmm And I mean, once you get into the groove, you'll figure out what you guys are comfortable with creating. So like
Yeah, I don't know
NFT,
what we want to do.
crypto, and stocks, bro. Fuck.
I want to hire some animators, but I don't got no money.
I mean, I can send you some people that like aren't super expensive. They'll be like maybe 50 to 100 an hour. But I mean, it's not a bad idea. Like, do a podcast, animate probably like the funniest part of the podcast, resell that animation. There you go.
Yeah, no, I mean, I got a bunch of ideas even outside the podcast that I've
Yeah,
always
dude.
wanted animated.
I need more money.
No, I feel you. It's okay. They
Don't
just
we all?
gave out stimmy checks.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's true, huh?
Investment moves. Yeah, just let me
Wha-
know.
What was the newest one for? How much?
What?
1,400.
Oh,
Damn. So in total, that's what?
$2 grand.
1 month rent.
Two,
right.
3.3, right? What was the very first one? It was like 1,300,
Well-
right? 1,200.
Yeah.
Damn. So 3,200 in a year. Feels great to be
Bullshit.
American.
That's good.
That's investment. That's investment money at that point.
Yeah, no, I used the first one to pay off my dog's surgery. Like, it was like the last little bit that I had, so I dropped that. Second one was like $600. That's fucking whatever. That's nothing. And then I don't know, this next one, I'll have to think if I need to invest in anything.
Hell yeah. I definitely think you should. It's nice, dude.
Yeah,
Instead
I mean,
of having it sit in a bank account, just not doing anything.
oh yeah. Well, I like I was saying, I do plan on buying like a condo or like a house or something in the next like 6 months or something. Probably like the same area I was in, so like Arcadia, 24th Street and Indian School ish, hopefully.
My
Maybe-
favorite spot.
Maybe like closer to downtown, but
Smart.
I don't know.
Midtown, baby.
Uptown, Mike. Yeah.
Midtown to uptown. That's my vibe with Phoenix right now.
I feel it. I don't know. I want to be in the middle in a way. Even though I would go to the west side rarely, probably. Like Tempe would be like the furthest I'd go, but I don't want to live in Tempe. I'm out
Yeah.
that vibe now.
We're grown.
Yeah.
We're
Let
grown.
somebody else have it.
Yeah, so but we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's like my main plan for an investment. Stay there for like 1 to 2 years and then like rent it out, see what's up, get a different place. Who knows? But I'm kind of curious, how did you guys kind of meet?
We met on the photo shoot. She had hit me up to shoot at like a very perfect time. I don't know if you guys have seen my work, but it's not what shit shoots at all.
Yeah, no.
Not at all. So it was in a transitional period for me of trying to branch out into like more streetwear and like stuff like that. And we literally just clicked. Like we hung out the rest of the night after the shoot and then stopped hanging out since.
Dang. So
Yeah.
when was that?
October 2019.
Okay. And then the last interview was like February, January.
Right.
Dang, dude, you might have had COVID when you fucking came to us.
Oh yeah, literally, like going into that shoot that next week, and then after that shoot, I got sick.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
that's not even-
fuck.
Well, you guys are all good, so don't.
No,
you
yeah,
guys-
we're straight, but that's hilarious.
I have COVID.
No, even crazier. All right, so this shit pops off, right? It's like in March when shit is like really we're starting to hear about it, and it's like spring break for my sister and my mom that same week, and my sister has had this New York trip planned through school, and like before we like really know what's going on, like we hear the name, you know what I mean, and like people can get sick. It's like getting downplayed as hell, you know what I mean. And my sister fucking ends up going to New York that like first week, bro, like
Damn.
right into the hotbed. Like literally the day she gets back from like the week trip is like when fucking flights were shut off and everything. Wild. Nah, she was fine.
I had a friend who got stuck in Mexico. She went to spring break, and they got stuck there for like 3 extra days than they intended to.
Yeah. Dude, they would have been fucked if they had to stay in New York. Like, what the hell are they gonna do? Yeah.
In like one of the
Children.
Like my mom's a
Or-
teacher.
Yeah.
Like it's not like she could just like why. I guess the school would be responsible in some way because it was like a school trip.
Okay.
But like I don't know. But I always think it's funny. I always like make fun of my mom saying that she let her do that. Cause like we kind of knew, but not like to the extent. But she's fine.
Yeah. Wasn't it like really bad in New York?
Yeah, that was like the first hotbed that fucking popped off. And dude, she was there, like,
Dude,
right when that was
It's been
going
a
on.
year.
Mhm.
Yeah, on the
Damn.
14th is when they like shut everything down.
It was definitely in March.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, that's
So-
crazy.
So those like first few weeks where you weren't really like doing shit, what were you doing? Just hold up in your spot, watching movies and shit, or
Painting.
Yeah, we ended up quarantining together.
Yeah, we like jumped all into that. We had just she hadn't stayed with me and my family. My family didn't want her to go home because they knew she lived like a very bachelor lifestyle. And we just like if we would have went to her house, we'd been screwed. Like no food, no toilet paper.
oh,
no
okay, that's
nothing.
what you mean. Okay,
Right, so my family told her she could stay with us, and like the 2 weeks it was supposed to be turned into like 4 or 5 months of like all 7 of us under one roof, like cohabitating. Like
wow, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
when
was
you
wild.
said bachelor lifestyle, I thought you meant like Jay had hoes coming in and out, and like they were
Yeah.
worried about her contracting.
No, she just like it's like just typical, just doesn't have any responsibilities other than just sleeping every night.
I feel you.
She'll eat whatever she eats.
Yeah,
Really?
Get
Yeah,
that
like eats
Postmates.
whatever's left over in the fridge, and
I feel it.
you can't survive like that when the
Damn.
grocery stores are bare empty. You know.
At least the fam was like, you know what? She's cool. You could pull up. Because like
Yeah, they
at that
were
point,
like, "Does she stay here, like she can."
it's like at that point, you guys didn't even know each other for a full year,
Right.
No, yeah, only like 4 or 5
Yeah.
months.
and your family's pretty chill.
Yeah, we're very open arms. You know?
Yeah.
Love to love. So
Yeah, a lot happened. 2020.
what happened?
Yeah, like our relationship, I will say, definitely propelled a lot faster than my normal ones, but it's a lot more sturdy. I could say too, for sure.
Yeah. Since I've known you, I don't know if I've ever seen you like in a relationship. And when did I meet you, Jay?
No.
Like 20, 14, 15?
14, 15, one of the two.
Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
I
I'm gonna bleep out all the names. Like we keep slipping, and as soon as I hear it, I'll say it. But I'll go back through. The only people in here are like some very random person who found me on Twitch, and then Ray,
Very nice.
and then there was like 2 or 3 other people that floated in. But
Cool.
everyone watches like the post one, and we can bleep that.
Okay, good shit. Yeah, no, we used to have spaghetti and stuff every like Sunday at the homie's
Ooh.
house.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah, I didn't drink. You knew me when I didn't drink.
Oh, that's real. I didn't for a long time, dude. Because I started drinking like when I was like 22. So I
We were, like,
must
both
have
the
been.
sober ones when we were-
Was I still going to ASU when we met?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
I was still in the military, so I'm pretty sure you were still in school.
Yeah, so that's like 2015.
Wait, what?
We talk
I
we
did
talk
not
about
know
this
that.
every time.
Hmm.
That you were in the
guys
military.
Met each other. No, I knew the military thing, but
Oh.
not that she was still in the military.
Dude,
Yeah.
all
When
right.
she met
So
you.
this is how me and Jay met, right? So I'm hanging out with Venture because of our interviews, right? And I follow Blacklenses at the time, who I think is some guy, right? And then I get put into this like group text with Venture, which those were like really cool. I don't know how like I got invited. Like I don't really know, but I'm
You're
thankful for it. It was fun. Yeah, either way, I show up and Jay's there, and I'm just like chatting with everybody there. We're all smoking, and then I'm like asking what she's doing, and eventually like she like name drops Blacklenses or something. I'm like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Like, can you explain that whole thing again? And then I was like, I'm pretty sure I follow you, but I didn't know that you were you. That's crazy. And then like 4 or 5 Sundays in a row after that, we like did the same thing. So like everyone there was pretty chill. Miranda hits me up very seldomly, randomly, like when she has like stuff coming out. I haven't talked to Kat at all since she got like a boyfriend, which is good.
Kat. I haven't seen Kat in a minute.
Bro, I crushed on Kat so fucking hard during all of that.
Wait, are you bleeping these names out?
Oh, I guess we can. Who's gonna know who that is?
That's funny.
I don't think anyone is.
I mean, I don't care if people know that I had a crush on her 5 years ago. I haven't fucking seen her in forever.
That was so long ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remember that, and I was like, damn. She was bad, bro. For sure.
Me, you, David, Garza, Miranda, Kat.
It was a cool little trio, or that's like 5 people, not trio. Yeah. No, those were cool, and then it like fell off for a little bit, but I think me and you were the only ones that I like really stayed in contact with after.
Yeah, I stay in touch with everyone. Me and Miranda, we speak here and there, but I'm still super tight with like Garza, you, David.
Yeah.
Talk to Kat here and there.
Talk
She
to-
was so young at that time. I forgot.
That's
how young
true.
she was.
I mean, I was like, wait, how old are you right now?
24.
Wait, how old was she? Because she was already, what, like 19, right?
19, 18 something.
How old were you?
I was like 20.
Okay, so then
19, 20. Yeah. 19, 20. Yeah, 20. Fuck, my time is.
because I'm 26 right now. I'm trying to think of how old I was. Then I would have been like 20 to 21.
Bro, math.
It's hard because birthdays, though. That like where your birthday falls in the year could change like the number. It's fucked up. I hate doing math with birthdays. Yeah. Do you guys have any like upcoming projects that you do want to talk about? We haven't really delved into any of that at all.
I mean, not really. I try to link up with people here and there. Like I try to stay in the rap world as much as possible, but I'm really just chilling right now.
I feel it.
She shoots all the time.
Yeah, I shoot all the time. I don't. Again, I say I don't know how much you guys have looked into like my profile. Well, we're trying to start a movement, like the Bush movement.
Yeah, I was looking at it today.
And just being okay with the body you were born. I'm working towards this year is putting more effort into that.
I
And
feel
another
it.
Playboy shoot.
And
Yeah, I saw something about that like 2 days ago. Can you? Oh wait, so another? This is like a second one.
I want to reach out to a different photographer than I worked with the previous time, just because I feel like I was robbed of my shoot. I was told no in every single direction I wanted to go. So I want to redo it and just kind of redo it the way I want it, but we'll see.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Dang. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I think chemistry is like, in anything, it's really important. I have to imagine that the photographer model thing, like it's got to be like some sort of telekinetic thought process going on like what this one person wants versus what this person can do, like what their strengths are, and like all this craziness. So, dang. Hopefully you get the right guy or a girl for the job.
Yeah, we'll see. If not, I'll do it on my own and I'll do it the way I want it. I definitely don't need them backing me, but it'd be really cool.
Yeah. Dang. So you are staying in like the rap scene. Like, who are you kind of like not working with, but like who's on your radar right now?
My like immediate like the guys I pretty much tap in with every time. Shoreline Mafia. Those are like my main dudes. I did a small little shoot with Saki, Draco the Ruler. He just got out of jail. So trying to get integrated with that, really, but with COVID and LA being so open one day, closed the next day, high COVID rates, it's all over the place. And we got in a car accident last time we were there. And I
Oh
haven't
yeah.
been interested in going back. So, but
You
I
you
mean,
want you want to talk about the accident?
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, I don't even want to go back after all that.
What? I just want to know if it was like your guys' fault or if someone like was like a dick.
No, we were driving to the beach. Like, we were literally just driving and talking, like, mid-conversation, like, someone fucking whacked the shit out of us.
Like a
And,
T-bone type deal.
So basically, when we get out and figure out what happened, the guy had fallen asleep, and, like, you know how, like, the right lanes in LA during the weekend are, like, parking lanes?
Yeah.
He had, like, slammed into this parked car, bounced off that parked car, hit mine in the front and the back of his car, and then slammed into another car. Basically totaling those two cars and just kind of damaging the side of mine. That shit was crazy.
Damn. And that was in LA.
Yeah, and he was just the worst person. He was like, "Oh, well, I did that. What are we gonna do now?"
Was he intoxicated or just fell asleep?
He said he had taken some medication that his doctor had prescribed him, but that his son had came in and was like, "Oh, it's not supposed to make him drowsy."
Sus.
Sus, right? Like,
I
he was just so unapologetic and just like, "Yeah, this happened. So what? Go home." Like,
were you guys like all right? Like, did you guys get any injuries or
I
anything?
took most of the hit.
we're doing good now. It was a couple weeks of really just laying cool, but I mean, I can walk. You know, we good. We didn't die.
Yeah.
But I'm
Nah, I
definitely
figure.
not anxious. I'm not anxious, eager to go back to LA right away. It's just a lot going on out there right now.
For real. Driving in California is like a different. Not even just in LA. Like anywhere in California is fucked up to me.
That's the worst. The worst.
Yeah.
Like Phoenix is bad, but it's at least like a perfect grid, and everything makes sense. Whereas
Not
like,
just random
yeah,
turns, on ramps, off ramps. Yeah.
it's fucked up.
I hate when you're going off on the off ramp and then you don't know that it's like a roundabout at the same time. So like you gotta
Yeah.
fucking slam on the brake.
Dude, it's the fucking worst. That's why I'm like, we'll probably make our way out there within like the next month or two, but no,
I'm not in a rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like California, but LA's never been my vibe. Like specific neighborhoods in LA, I guess, have been cool, but just like the overall, it's just like dirty, and there's just like a lot going on, bro.
Yeah, you're right. It is dirty. It's nasty.
But like, there's cool people there. You know what I mean? There's cool shit to do.
It has it's good points for sure.
I have a question that you don't necessarily have to answer, but I am kind of curious. So I at least like kind of understand like the type of content you make. You know what I mean? And you guys are like in this relationship, right? How does that make you? Not obviously you're okay with it. You know what I mean? But like, how does that work? I know a lot of people that would be like, "Fuck no!" Like this is crazy.
Oh, like how do I?
Yeah,
take
like
her?
yeah. Like, is there ever any like friction regarding any sort of like modeling shoots or anything? I'm just
I'd
curious.
say in the beginning, it was a little new and different. I mean, like comes from a completely different world than I do, and it was just a matter of like understanding, not that I feel because I feel like the people who are like, "Oh fuck no," are people who don't really understand like that it's not a horrible industry, and especially with women being more in control of themselves and like the platforms they do this on, and it's just more like empowering, you know, like I said before, like I get to choose what I do with my body. It's not like someone's forcing me to do what I don't want to do. I do what I want, and I, you know, get compensated for that, and then we go and do our vacations, and like we do what we want to do with that money. You know, we live this free life, and it's not like a dirty industry. It's very much a very loving. It's not like, oh, do this and do that and do that. It's like, oh, you know, you've made my day. Thank you so much. You know.
Yeah.
for the content you're providing for us. And I feel like that's where people get off on, like, not understanding that it's not this very like male dominated industry where it's like, no, it's us doing what we like to do. I take the pictures and make the content anyways. Might as well get paid for it if that's what I like to do.
Yeah, and your stuff is really like art focused in a way. I don't think it's necessarily like hyper focused on.
It's not like total rated R explicit content.
Yeah.
It's very much art and like,
Definitely different.
yeah. And
Yeah. Did you have to like grapple your insecurities in the beginning at all? I feel like I would be challenged to be okay with it, but I understand exactly like all the logical reasons behind it, and I think I could get to being okay with everything. In the beginning, I feel like I would struggle. Like, did you?
No, not really. Never in like a oh, somebody's gonna yeah, no, never in like a oh, I don't want people to see your body.
I think she just didn't understand the why.
Yeah, because like I shoot, like she said, I shoot a different style, and it's like I'm not a judgmental person at all. So I mean, once I understood the whys,
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And I mean, it never crosses like a line where I feel like it's disrespecting myself or the relationship.
Do you guys ever
So,
talk about shoots beforehand and like go over what's gonna happen, or do you already have like strict stuff that
I'm
you're?
not really like open with shooting with a lot of new people anyways, and like when I shoot with somebody, if somebody just assumes up front that I'm gonna be in front of them, I probably won't shoot with you because that's in my sense, that's disrespectful. Like, just because I shoot with my consistent like photographer friends, I only shoot with like a handful of people. If you're new, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go work with this new person. I'll probably have her like take me or something just so like I'm safe.
Security.
But I will never up front just be like, yep, drop the clothes. Like, nope, I will fill it out and I'll fill out the person. And if I just don't feel like it's right, we won't continue. Sometimes I've even had to cut shoots short just because of the way someone was talking to me or what they expected from me up front without even asking if I was okay with it. Like, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't try to dictate her shoots. Like, she was been doing this before I got here. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, she trusts her process. I trust her.
I have a very good head on my shoulder. I'm very intuitive about people's intentions. I read people's body languages and their words very well. So it's easy to tell like who's in there to make the art and who's just a guy with a camera, essentially.
Right. So, I mean,
You had to like learn that right away, though, right? Because I remember that was kind of a trend on Instagram. Was like the dudes taking those type of photos.
I've never been put into a situation just because growing up I did learn these skills to like read people's intentions very young, just because of situations I had to go through. But there were some people that unfortunately, and being in touch with like the community helps too, because if I ever hear something bad about someone, like whether it was 10 years ago or last week, if someone I love and trust says you did something to hurt them verbally, physically, literally anything, I will not give you the time of day. Sorry.
That's real.
Yeah, and that's just the way to keep myself safe. And again, I want to work on that this year with like being a ally for like other like new baby models, I guess, like helping them on how to navigate how to work with certain people and how to decide what content to shoot with certain people.
Dang, you could be like the agent.
I want to like be this person because agencies will really just take advantage of you, and I want to help these people without being like, oh, give me half of what you're making, because I mean, I make my own money and I want to help you. That way you don't get put in a horrible situation. You feel like you want to quit when someone's just like so talented and they're put in this nasty situation and they don't want to do it anymore. It sucks. You know, the world's missing out on this talent.
Maybe a class is like best, or like a course is like the best thing.
Something, I don't know yet. I kind of just like think about it all the time, and I work my regular job, so I don't have a lot of time for that, but I do want to be able to help in the future, not have to go through that.
Regular jobs suck balls. I got one too.
I love my job. I work for and I don't really tell people that. If you could like bleep that out.
Okay.
I love my job. Amazing company. manage one of the biggest stores out here. We do. So I love my job. So that's why I still do it.
I feel you. Yeah, like I work like in insurance. Like I am thankful that I have the job because of like COVID and shit. Like no fucking nothing happened with my money. You know what I mean? Everything just maintained. And then they also like it's a new company, so I got like a bunch of stock options that I just cashed out. So like I'm in a very good position, but like what the job is currently, like what I do, fucking blows. No offense to my job, but nobody likes real customer service stuff like that level. Like everybody's trying to get off of that level.
Yeah, that's true too. But that stinks. You need to get a new job.
Yeah, no. I think I always have not really cared about what my like job is. Like I kind of just move to whatever's gonna pay me, and like we'll work with whatever schedule I need to do because I've always just been focused on doing shit on the outside.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my job knows and like respects my outside life. You know, I don't hide that from them. And they help to like I get to use our products. I get to talk to our marketing team. I'm trying to get into modeling for and just working with them in stores and like in corporate level, but
Dang, that would be fire.
right. And it's such a good company. They really took care of us during COVID and really like they took such good care of us during COVID. So if that would have not been a thing, if they would have just blown us to the side and told, figure it out, probably wouldn't still be there.
Dang. That definitely didn't happen to me. My job was just like, you guys all have your laptops, right? Stay home. Just start working from there. So funny. Yeah. I mean, I think we see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's almost over. We're gonna be back to normal by December, I'm thinking. I don't think it's gonna be like summertime.
No.
But
That's like
No.
Right.
by December, I think we'll have at least 70% of the people vaccinated, and the high risk people will be closer to like 90%. I got faith. As long as people are taking it, that's the big thing. If everyone's just like no, then what can you do? Yeah.
There's definitely going to be people to say no.
Yeah. I mean, I understand waiting. You know what I mean? I totally understand the caution. Like, I had caution until I literally saw 2 people go through it and, like, that live in my house. You know what I mean? Like, I firsthand saw what it is. And even, like, thinking about using a different company's one does still kind of sketch me out. So, like, if I get it, I'm going to be like, can I get that one, if possible?
Do you know if you're able to, like, be like, I want the like either like the Johnson & Johnson one or like
I'm not sure how it will work. I think in the beginning probably not, you know what I mean? It's like whatever they have there. They're probably getting like mass stocks of like one to there.
Yeah, you go to AZDHS and like they have it all set up where you could pick like where you are going to go. And then it'll also say like what the actual a vaccine it is.
Yeah.
So like,
and once you get there, like if it's not, you could say no. You know what I mean? They're not gonna fucking make you do it.
Yeah, they're not gonna hold you down and like give you the vaccine. Just
yeah.
I mean, if they were gonna do something like that, I feel like they should just do like not bombing's not the right word, but like an aerosol drop like over the city.
just like all the air.
Yeah, just like we're gonna vaccinate them like this. Yeah. But I just don't like shots in general. I think that's the biggest thing.
Me either. That's why I'm waiting as long as I can. I'm so scared.
Dude, in high school, I was still running around the table, like I was afraid.
I remember one
to get
time.
a shot from the doctor.
Bro, I was like first grade, second grade, maybe. I had to get a shot, and dog, it took like 3 or 4 nurses to like hold me down. And they had to give it to me in my ass because they couldn't like keep my arm. Still, like I was just like, nah, I was not about it.
With your butt too, so I usually ask for it, and they always look at me crazy. Coach, you want this in your butt? Oh my God.
Like, yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know what would hurt more if it's like has like muscle or more like fatty areas.
Fatty areas
would hurt less.
Yeah, because
Okay.
if you tense up your muscle once that needle goes into you, you can bruise. So that's why they tell you to like relax. Because if not, like I've like left doctor's office with giant bruises because like I am the biggest baby, so I'm like looking at you like, please don't do it.
Oh yeah, I gotta look away.
Yeah, I have
Like,
my
don't count
stepmom,
down, don't do nothing.
and she like holds my face still to this day to like get shots.
I like that. Like, some people never grow out of their like.
My dad, he's 40 and he's the same way.
Yeah.
He has tattoos head to toe, but he will not get a shot.
Oh, that's wild. What's the difference? I mean, I guess one's like really going in. Yeah, I have a tattoo. I haven't gotten it like on a sensitive area, but I think like, okay, if you're afraid of needles to the point where you like freak out,
Sitting underneath my skin.
yeah, it's like the penetration of it.
You know, it's just dragging across. Yeah, it feels like a cat is scratching me, but they're just putting it in there and leaving it in there and then pulling it out. Oh.
When's the last time you guys got shots?
It's been a while.
I get my blood taken out. It's like a needle.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like a IV or like a taking blood would count. It's the same thing.
Oh, I went to the doctor. I had to get it. Oh, yeah.
It's been a while for me.
But it was the worst. Like they had to call my stepmom. Like, put my head down and don't look at her.
Just stay right here. Look at me. That's what I gotta. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but that's what I gotta do to my dog whenever we had to give her shots. I'd have to like hold her head.
I would see her pull back and I would like flinch.
I had to get eye surgery in 2019.
Like LASIK or like some like real shit.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, I wasn't shooting for a while. Little pirate eye patch, but yeah, no, like one of the glands in my eye got like swollen. I assumed it was from shooting because like I pushed a sweaty ass camera eyepiece to my eye. So it just like eventually got infected, and they had to like cut my top eyelid open and drain it all out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did they tell you like that's what it was? Like to wipe your shit down?
Well, they said I just got like somehow got dirt or some in my eye, and I'm assuming it was from shooting.
Okay.
Now I do the due diligence to make sure I'm cleaning everything off.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's smart.
But yeah, no, he was just like, yeah, you got a little infection up there, and they had to like put like a shot in my like eyelid.
Did you have to like go under, or was it just like a local anesthetic?
Yeah, just a local.
Okay.
So yeah.
Your eye was open. You were awake.
Yeah.
Oh.
They like took this little.
It's fucked up because you can kind of feel it, huh?
Yeah, you feel the pressure. So like they did this shot, they take this clamp thing, grab my eyelid, flip it back, and then it like I guess exposed the whole gland, and they just went in and did whatever. I have like a little scar.
Yeah, she does a little.
You know what they should do is like at theme parks, you should be able to buy the video of your surgery afterwards. Like they should film that shit and let you buy that after. Yo, they would make money, guarantee.
Sell it as an NFT.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, that would be terrible. I looked horrible beforehand, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we could get like a close up of like just the eye. You know what I mean? So we could just like see the fucking shit.
Oh, back and like drain.
That is disgusting. Sure, like one of those like best gore NFTs.
Oh yes, compilation of all the eye surgeries.
Oh shit. Does that like
Not
even just hearing about that stuff kind of makes me squeamish? Like, did you guys ever watch the show Scarred? I think it was like on MTV or something. It was like skaters and like BMX dudes who would fucking like take gnarly slams and shit. Like, dude, watching that show made me feel so uneasy. I don't know how people watch that all the time.
I think that's why I didn't really last on TV too long. It was just very triggering.
Dude, but I see that shit on Instagram still pop up. You know what I mean? Like really nasty slams where you're just like, oh fuck, is that dude like alive? Like, is he okay? Like on concrete, almost every slam I think about that. But like some slams, especially where they don't move for a second, I'm just like, oh my god. It makes me sketched out. I don't know. Did you ever watch that show, Mike?
Yeah, Scarred. I didn't like it.
Me neither.
I don't like blood. I don't like the ER. I don't like any of that. Like even if it's fake, and no.
What about Scrubs?
Gross me out.
Scrubs.
I did watch Scrubs, but it's not as bad. As
Yeah, I
some
guess
of the
they
other
don't
shit.
really ever show like the actual
Have you guys
surgery
seen Game
shit.
of Thrones?
Seen what?
What was-
Game of Thrones.
I've seen
No.
the first season.
That's pretty gory too. There's
Yeah.
points where I'm just
Yeah. Breaking Bad has some points where you're just like, oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah.
The box cutter episode. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or the bathtub acid.
Oh yeah, they get you going in the first season. Dude, I love
Man.
that show. I always wish Michael has watched it so we can talk about it. And it's never. You gotta watch it, dude. It's a masterpiece. I'm gonna be real. Of all the TV shows I've watched, it's so well coordinated and put together. I think if you just watched all of it, you would just appreciate it, even if you didn't like the content. Like the artistry of it, you would appreciate it.
it's good.
Like, oh,
Oh.
it's amazing.
I'll watch it.
Please watch it
I
with
don't
your
got-
wife
I
too.
don't got much else.
You don't like the last episode.
That's what I've heard, so I haven't finished it. Like
You'll
I
like
started
the
it when it
show.
came out.
Wait, you
watched
didn't
it.
like the last episode?
I said she won't like it. No,
I haven't
d-
seen
no,
the
I didn't
last
like the last
season.
episode. That was some bullshit. We could have went a whole different way.
But no, so wait, you haven't seen it? Like, are you just not ever, bro? Okay,
Yeah, it's kind of be like that where I'm just not gonna watch it.
okay, like,
We can
okay,
talk about it for a
okay. So like, did you not like that they died at the end, or
Yeah.
did you not? You didn't like that part?
No.
That's a crooked ass man. Why not? He needs to.
I'm-
He needs to die for it to be like any sort of non-bitter taste in your mouth at the end.
I guess I don't know. I guess I just
Think-
kind of wanted the story to go on because once you kill
Yeah.
the character off, it's over. It's like it's really over.
Yeah,
I didn't
but how many shows go on just because they can go on and then get bad? They stopped perfect. Like they wrote a beginning to end beautiful thing. You know what I mean? And if they had lived, or like he had lived
It's a
and
TV
ended
show.
it, like it would have always like left this like unanswered thing. But like,
Game of Thrones had a horrible ending too.
yeah,
It's just telling me.
I think everybody kind of hated on that show once they like deviated from like what the author was doing. It like became its own thing. I've never got into it because too many people died that I fucked with. And I was like,
They
dude,
killed everybody.
I can't go through the
They
heartbreak
literally
all the time.
I told her in advance. I was
She
like,
told me in advance, but every time they do, I'm just like, what the? And it's so out of pocket. It's not like, oh yeah, this person's gonna die here. It's like, oh yeah, like
aggressively.
like oh yeah, they just slit the throat or cut him in half, and it's like, oh, that's it. Like that's where his like character ends.
Right? They have these like beautiful like arc of like 2 or 3 episodes. You think they're about to be like a mainstay? Dead.
Yeah, literally dead. Like the guy. Just,
Yeah. I think I've always been interested in writing a TV show, but I could never write a serious one. It would have to be a sitcom.
Yeah, like comedy.
Because I don't think I would be creative enough to imagine a whole world, but I could like draw from my life very easily for sitcoms.
That makes sense. I don't think I could create a Game of Thrones. That's like, or a Lord of the Rings or Harry. No, it's a lot, bro.
Harry Potter is fucking crazy.
I'm assuming she was off some like hello cat.
She was on something.
There's no human imagination that big. Just
have you guys? You
naturally.
guys have seen Hereditary
Yes.
and Midsummer.
Not that one.
But have you guys have seen the first one? Have you seen Something Strange About the Johnsons? It's the writer of that's first like short film that came out.
Right.
Bro, watch it. Like
What is it called?
Something Strange About the Johnsons. She wrote these and directed those 3 movies, and they just give her so much shit because like no sane person could write something so fucked up. Like it's 30 minutes or 20 minutes, but it's like the craziest 20 minutes of your
feels
life.
like
Is it like on YouTube or something?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's fun. It's messed up.
It's crazy.
It's a weird take on like incestual relationship.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty
Uh.
fucked up. And then, like, I remember seeing it. I don't even know where I saw it back when it first came out, but
It's
then
like a Get Out style type movies.
Okay.
And then she had those other two. I haven't seen Midsummer, but I've heard crazy things about it.
Did you go with us to see Flying Lotus's movie?
Yeah.
That,
I think I was just really high and really confused the whole time, and
Bro.
like unsettled through parts of it.
that level of fried.
Okay.
I mean, my dad watching, he was like, "Why did you make me watch this?" Like, I was like, "Cause I mean, it's good.
It's art, Dad.
Like, this made her famous. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hella paid now.
yeah."
There's a short that you should watch called Mr. Happy. Chance the Rapper's in it. I don't know if you've already seen that. It's not like it has like a interesting storyline to it, but it's not like fucking crazy trippy or anything. But it's really good. And just because it's Chance, I really liked it. I think he did a good job.
Put it in it.
I think it's like 20, 30 minutes too. It's like a Vice.
You gotta text when you watch that because I want to know what your reactions are to
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
And don't watch it with your friends.
No, I'll watch it by myself. Not trying to scare nobody. On Halloween, I was with my grandma, and I put on a scary movie for us, bro. And stone faced the whole goddamn movie. Didn't get scared once. And I was just like, it was kind of freaky, dude. It was about like these dudes getting stuck in the woods and crazy shit happening in the woods. And there was parts of it where I was like thinking she would get scared. Stone faced whole time. No fear.
Like, I've been through too much.
I've seen it all.
Yeah.
Nothing affects me.
I love that.
I imagine Michael watching the same movie and having the complete opposite reaction.
What movie was that?
The Ritual, I think is what it was called.
Say that movie's crazy. I watched it too.
Yeah, like the weird like the ending of it was super fucking weird. That came out of nowhere, like the beast thing. I don't know what the fuck was going
I keep telling
on.
her to watch it because like I watched it for the first time. I was like, no.
I gotta be in a spooky mood.
Yeah, like we watched it on Halloween. I don't watch scary movies really outside of that unless I'm with somebody who's like gonna hype up the mood, you know. But like,
I love scary movies. Anytime, any day.
yeah, I feel it. Michael, never, no times of the day.
No,
What about outside
I
during
watched
the
a movie
day?
like this, dude. Like just barely peeking through.
What's the
So
difference?
that way, if I get spooked, I just do this, just cover it up.
It's just a lot faster.
Yeah,
Damn.
no.
The same thing though. I love them, but there's points where I'm like, I might not be able to tonight if I watch this.
Yeah.
What's like the best scary movie you've ever watched?
I don't know. My favorite, I can tell you my favorite, is the Halloween series. Those are
Okay.
the best.
Those are like kind of gory slasher films, though, right?
Yeah. They just have you guys ever seen them?
I've seen 2 of them. Bitch, we had an event
What?
where it was there. We played it.
The new
Wait.
one is my favorite.
That was a little wild. No,
It was the
That
Rob
was- I
Zombie
did not
one
feel-
that we watched.
yeah, that one's a little wild.
It's good though. I love old horror movies. Evil Dead's one of my favorites. Horribly done, but I love it so much.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Zombieland.
I love zombie.
Stop. Stop.
I
If
think
you ever seen the Evil Dead like original one, you should watch it.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I've seen it like on Netflix and shit, and I've always gone past it.
The original one though. And then Cabin Fever, horribly done, such a great movie.
I've seen that
I've
one.
watched Cabin Fever as a kid. They put
Yeah.
Listerine. One of the characters put Listerine on his dick. I remember watching that.
Wait, like what was the logic?
The logic was he had sex with this girl who might have gotten cabin fever, so he thought if he put Listerine on it, it would just,
That's beautiful.
antibacterial.
That is beautiful.
He said that's beautiful.
I think, well, I mean, like, that's like hilarious. In a scary movie where they have comedic relief, I think it's the best part. Because they like loosen you up for the next scare. Ooh, that's good. They like loosen you up.
Seen
Like-
Insidious, the first one?
What was that?
Insidious?
I think so, but I think as soon as we found out what it was, I got immediately turned off. I thought it was like not good.
I liked that movie. It scared me.
Like the red and black thing.
Yeah.
I just thought it was too like goofy looking.
It was very much, I think the sound effects is what scared me the most. The like very quiet and then very loud and then very quiet and very loud.
Yeah.
Not good music, but I like being scared. So
I think I like it too. It just doesn't happen often. I think the Blair Witch Project got me really bad for like after effect scares. So like anytime I go camping, I'm just like, oh god, bro, I'm in the woods, bro. What's out here? I don't know. But yeah, I think other than that, scary movies, I can very objectively be like, that's not real. But being in the woods by yourself out there is freaky.
I don't even like watching documentaries of like murderers.
Oh, I'm all
That's
about
scary,
that.
bro.
me too.
No.
Do you watch Mindhunter?
Mm-mm.
It's a show about
I may have.
these two FBI guys who interview serial killers to like start how they are gonna like profile them. They're like building serial killer profiles to help catch them earlier. So it's like all about them interviewing certain like notorious serial killers. It's fucking crazy. It's on Netflix. Mindhunter. Oh dang, we've been going for a while. I didn't realize we're like at an hour 40.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we kind of got lost in the sauce right there.
All right.
I appreciate you both for coming on, and Josh, if you hear this after, I appreciate you stopping by. It was a wild ride you took us on. I want to know who was driving the truck. You got in midway, didn't say a word about anything that was going on, and all of a sudden you're on the go. That was tight. First time ever on the pod. Is there anything you guys? I don't think you said you had anything coming up besides the like. Obviously, you're shooting all the time, and the Hope for the Playboy thing. Is there anything you guys can think of to shout out?
Bush movement.
Might be
Bush
doing,
movement.
Might be doing some prints. Just waiting, figuring it all out.
Ooh.
New shit.
Okay. Stay tuned. Where can people find your guys' like Instagrams, Twitters, stuff like that?
NFT.
You gotta pay for it.
Yeah. Shit. My NFTs. I'm waiting on Maker's Place right now. But Instagram, Twitter, Blacklenses. Instagram without the A. Just.
Are you still going on Clubhouse?
I haven't been on there since we got in the car accident. I've been debating with the AZ Originals thing. I don't know. I'm like back and forth on it. I would like to do it with like a consistent team. Like I'm not huge. I'm not gonna say people person, but like you get what I'm saying. I can't.
Oh, we've been through that.
Like,
we feel you.
You get what I'm saying? Like you guys do
this-
the podcast. You guys, it's easier for you guys to talk to people. I would rather just be the facilitator of the conversation, get everybody in the room, and let you guys just build your own bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what we try to do for a long time.
We could help you with that, like in the future. I think it'd be cool to do one thing. Not like I wouldn't want to do it consistently because I know that technically they own whatever is on there. Like you kind of agree to that.
Yeah.
Like, so that's.
We'll start a group chat as soon as we get involved. That way, they don't own none of it.
Yeah, no.
This is. I mean, it'd be fun. I think just to talk to some people, hear their perspective on what's going on. Because like, there's so many different. We talked about it before. There's so many different things going on. Like Arizona's very populated, but everyone's focused on their own thing.
Right.
And so like, it'd be kind of cool to hear what other people are doing. I mean, I do look for it on Instagram and Twitter, but I think it'd be really cool to talk to these fools.
Guys, like, is there like a theme for your podcast? Like, how do you pick who you talk to?
Anyone who's doing cool shit.
Okay, yeah, no, that's.
So literally, like, we've had artists, photographers, clothing, music. You're the first like model, designers.
Yeah.
Because I know like my industry is a little bit more taboo, but there are like very like influential women out there who've been in this industry longer than I have that could have like a different perspective or like resources. If you guys were ever interested.
Absolutely.
Yes, I think if you
like hear what she has to say. So
Yeah, I was gonna say if you were to just like share this and like this is pretty much like the format it would be. Like if they're interested in that and us like asking questions, I'm down for any sort of guest, to be honest.
And if they ever like want to talk about a specific topic, they could just like let us know ahead of time. We could form the questions. Like it could still be conversational, but at least like whenever we need to redirect ourselves, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely down. And we can always mention this. You're definitely always welcome back. It's always Sunday at 6 o'clock. So if you want to come hang out with whatever guests, we're kind of bad at like planning shit right now because everyone is so like doing their own
We're
thing.
figuring it out.
But the goal is to like have everything lined up, and if somebody just hits us up on Sunday, if there's a slot open, we want them to be able to like join. That way, it's like kind of like with Josh, where just hopped in for a little bit.
He
Had a little
talked real quick, answer the question.
Yeah. And like we just want it to be conversational. We want people to meet through this as well. So
Right.
if you're ever bored on a Sunday, hit us up.
Nice.
will.
All right.
I will. I like
Yeah,
this.
this is fun.
Yeah.
We were super nervous. I know she was super nervous, but
Nah, I mean like it's just me. We're just
I get it.
we're homies.
yeah.
I would be on.
But yeah, or if you like also have like a third person who like maybe you have like a project with or a shoot with and you want them to come on, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody.
Let's go.
Yeah.
10 is the limit, I think. We're probably not gonna reach 10, but that's the limit.
So 10 including us, so 8 cameras.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it.
So
This was fun. I appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
that's fun.
yeah, no problem. And I'll we go through it on Monday to bleep out all the necessary stuff. I'll remember.
And we'll also share all your handles and shit in the details.
Yeah.
I can DM you like my link tree or something.
Okay. Perfect. This should go up on like YouTube and Anchor on Thursday. I'll send you guys like the links and stuff too if you want to post it or watch it back or anything. Yeah, we appreciate you both for kind of stopping by
Of course.
for the second time and the first time. You were at the other one, just in the
I was there.
background.
Yeah.
I didn't really know you at all at that point, and like,
We were still pretty new. She just asked me to go, and I was like,
Yeah.
sure.
and then was that awkward at all? Like pulling up to this weird closed coffee shop and getting let in the back door.
Yeah, it's definitely not like a new thing. I get it with creatives, but I was just bringing me along on this interview.
Yeah, you passed the test. The
Oh,
vibes were good. All you needed to do was not make a ton of noise,
I got you. I can be as quiet as a mouse.
and you did a good job on this one. Like I know me and Jay like probably talked through the majority of it because we know each other super long. But I feel like you definitely jumped in a bunch, so I appreciate that as well.
More than I thought I would, so that's cool.
Good shit. Good shit. Yeah. Any last words from anybody?
Not much,
Be
man.
safe out there.
Definitely
Yeah.
be safe. Wear a mask and shit. Invest.
Yeah. Crypto. That's the future. Jay, I'm actually gonna talk to you about crypto off of this shit because I have some questions.
Oh, she will talk your ear off. Be ready.
Yeah. We'll do a private Discord call.
No, just let me know what you need from me, and I
Yeah.
got you.
I just need some more like how like with the vaccine, like I needed that firsthand knowledge of like what's going on
Right.
before I like believe it. Like
Right.
I understand what crypto is. You know what I mean? I understand how it's a currency, and I understand how shit like inflates just like cash. Like it's the same thing. It's the same as money. But I already think money is so fake, and now you're like taking money and making like a sub money. And I'm just like, how fake are we gonna get? Like, is this like what is happening? You know what I mean?
I feel like within the next 5
Bro.
cryptocurrency will just be like a base thing. Like you'll have like your dollars, but crypto
You'll have a crypto wallet.
for sure. I can expect it within the next 5 years.
I feel
Everyone
it.
has.
But I mean, like, yeah, it's not too late. Obviously, there's new cryptos coming out, but
Dude,
I wish I got in early. Yeah, we'll link up after this. But
You will.
I'm gonna let you guys go. Get some dinner or whatever you about to do. I don't know. Just be vibing. Thank you for stopping by.
It's good seeing you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Peace up.
Later.
Town. Bam, 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 bam.